Hello everyone, this is Jennifer, and in this video I wanted to discuss how important it is to pay attention to what a narcissist says and what they do, because these never match, and always look at their actions rather than their words. Their words mean nothing, so always find truth in what it is that they do. They may convince you of things by, of course, repetition and being adamant about things, or anything that benefits them and does not benefit you, anything that makes them look good and you look bad, and everything that makes you feel funny or like that's not right, to really look into it, and realize that it's not right. Because the reasons why you're feeling that way, if you're feeling something's off, something's not right, like you're getting somewhat manipulated, but you can't prove it, that's not normal in any relationship. That's not good or healthy, and that needs to be examined anyway. But it's so important to keep them accountable, keep everybody accountable for what they say and what they do. You can't just give credit to people that don't deserve it, especially when they're probably not even reaching the bar by any means. Now, like, let's say you go to work and you're working, and then you get a notice that you've been written up. Your supervisor saw that you were late this morning. Let's say that you weren't late. Let's say you were 5 minutes early and you were working. Now, would you say something about that? Would you go to your supervisor and say, actually, today I wasn't late, I came in at this time, see, I clocked it, and you would show her the proof that shows that you were actually on time and you don't want to get in trouble? Because I think that would be the normal response, rather than, oh, well, that's not right, but I guess, my boss, she saw me, so maybe I was late. I guess I was. Because with a narcissist, no matter how strong of a person you are, no matter how ethical or how many values you have, you kind of turn into that person who doesn't say anything and just gets in trouble for it, and kind of, well, my boss knows best. And that's not okay in any situation you're in any relationship you're in. And I'll give you, I always provide an example, but one example, I don't know if I've given this before, but my ex-narcissist would always tell me that as he would describe himself as being so wonderful and how he just is so good to me, he would say things like, I take care of you when you're sick, I bring you soup and medicine, I care about you. And he would point this out constantly, like, I take care of you when you're sick, because he never took care of me when I was sick. And it was always confusing every time he said it to me, because I never really allowed myself to be like, no, you didn't. Like, when? I never allowed that. I guess it's true. I never, I don't have any memory or recollection of it, but okay. But he used this thing that he had done for me for many times about how great he is. And I should have nipped that in the butt, because even the first time when he said that to me in an angry tone and a self-righteous tone, I thought, you take care of me? Like, what do you mean, take care of me? Because I think, I don't know, maybe I have a different definition, but I remember where this came from, this conception of where he came up with the I care about you, or I take care of you when you're sick. And it was this one time when I was sick, and I'm in bed, and he calls me into the kitchen, and I go in there, and I'm stumbling, I'm sick, I'm sweating, and my narcissist says, look, and he points out something on the counter, and on the counter there is a can of soup, a can opener, and a box of Dayquil. And he shows it to me, and he points it out like he had done this for me, and he needed recognition because he had done that thing for me. And I remember thinking, like, why are you bringing me out here? But that was the extent of him taking care of me. I mean, he just, scooched over the can opener, moved a can of soup from the counter to the bottom, and, scooched over some medicine. and he needed me to say thank you and be grateful for that, and he considers that taking care of me. And that's the only time. But because I never put my foot down and because I never said, no, you never did, he used this against me for a long time. So I think it's very important in any relationship, but mostly with the narcissist, because they can really bamboozle you if you don't watch out for this. Make you feel things, think things, believe things that aren't true at all. And that's where the crazy making starts. So I hope my example helps. Always keep people accountable for their actions. Actions speak 100 million times louder than words. All right, thank you.